Hey, everybody. Well, anybody who's out there right now, this is this is a very, very late video or early video, wherever you are in your time zone. But I'm located in Maryland, so those of you who are or can view my video right now, let me know if you hop on. Let me know where you are chiming in from, what state, maybe what time zone you're in. Like I said, I'm in Maryland, so we are Eastern time, and I'm getting this video out later than I really wanted to. I am actually doing a challenge right now. And I actually forgot to write the hashtag in there, so I've got to do that. But I am doing a challenge right now, so that is the reason why I was determined to do this video. So I'm doing a 14-day live video challenge. So being that I was not able to do it earlier today, I had to squeeze it in before I went to bed. So that's why I'm doing it this late. So if you are hopping on right now, please come on in and say hello to me. I would appreciate the company. And if you are new to my videos, let me know where you're coming in from, and time zone also would be interesting to see too. So let's see. So those of you who do not know me, just move some things around here real quick. So those of you who do not know me, my name is Georgiana Evans, and I actually am an entrepreneur. I actually help people with transforming their lives physically, mentally, health-wise, and I love doing it. It's a very rewarding thing to do. So I also work a full-time job in B2B sales, and I have 4 adult kids, and I have 4 grandkids, and I am married to my best friend and have for many years. And but most of all, I am happy to get on here with you and spend a little bit of time with you. So thank you so much for joining. Sorry, I got a little distracted there for a minute. I think my son was about to come in here, and then he saw me doing a live. He probably thinks I'm crazy doing it this late. So I don't know. I see that I have a couple viewers right now. So please, if you are watching my video, please don't be afraid to, let me know where you are chiming in from. If you're from Maryland, that's great. If you're up as late as me, that's even better. I don't feel so lonely. But yeah, just let me know if you're new to my video or what state that you're in as well. So if you are watching my replay, please just type replay below. Okay, so that way I can come in and say thank you for watching. So I've got a question. How many of you out there like to weigh yourself in the morning time, or prefer to weigh yourself in the morning time versus the afternoon or evening time? How many of you out there would prefer that? I know that I myself prefer to weigh myself in the morning time because before I knew about weight loss and everything, I just always felt like in the morning time I lost more weight. My weight loss results were better in the morning time. So I always made it a habit to weigh myself in the morning time. So if any of you out there, or any of you who are watching, if you prefer to weigh yourself in the morning time versus the afternoon or evening time, just give me one of those hand raised emojis down there. So in my video, I'm actually going to tell you how you can actually lose weight while you're sleeping. So I bet a lot of people don't realize that. And that could be the reason why, a lot of people weigh themselves in the morning time, because the results are a lot better in the morning time, which is why I like to weigh myself in the morning time. So if you knew that, great. But if you're one of those people that didn't know that, I hope I filled you in on something new. So let me get a quick drink here. So that's what we're going to talk about in the video. We're going to talk about how your body loses weight, or how you can lose weight while you're sleeping. So those of you who are just hopping on, whether it be the replay, or if you hop on while my video is live and you see that red live button, that means you're live. So if you're hopping on while the video is live, please come in and give me a hello. Let me know what state you're coming in from, maybe time zone. I normally don't do my videos this late, so I'm in a 14-day video challenge. So like I was saying earlier, I'm very determined to get this done. But I don't plan on doing my videos this late for the rest of the challenge. All right, so how to lose weight while you are sleeping. That is what this video is about. So early researchers, back in the old days, no, I'm just kidding. Early researchers suggest that the quality and the quantity of sleep that you get play a big role in your body's ability to regulate your weight. Okay, so the quality and the quantity of sleep you get play a big role, basically, in your weight loss. Now, early researchers are the ones that suggested this, or well, they were researchers, so they found this information to be true, okay? Based on all of their research and everything. So now, how do you lose weight while you sleep? So sleep habits actually impact your hunger hormones, okay? Sleep habits impact your hunger hormones. So there you go. So you've got sleep, and then you've got your hunger hormones, okay? Those two correlate together. So they impact your hunger hormones by, let's say, sleep deprivation, okay? So they can have a big impact on your hunger hormones by sleep deprivation, okay? Because it can affect your body's production of hunger hormones, all right? It can affect your body's production of those hunger hormones, causing an increased craving and appetite, all right? Causing an increased hunger and appetite. So basically, when you get less sleep, or you are sleep deprived, then you are going to be hungrier, and you're gonna crave more things, okay? Because your body is not producing the correct hormones to tell your body, hey, I'm not hungry, okay? It's actually producing a lack of those hormones. So, and that is when you get lack of sleep. So let's talk about that for a minute. Hormones. So we have two types of hormones. We have your leptin, and we have something called the ghrelin. Pretty sure that's how you pronounce it, ghrelin. So the leptin and ghrelin, and if I'm not saying that right, I apologize. It's either ghrelin or ghrelin. So leptin and ghrelin are the hormones that regulate feelings of hunger and fullness. So hunger and fullness, two different things. Leptin, okay, and I've done a video about this before, and I talked about leptin and how it impacts weight loss. Leptin, plays a big part in your weight loss. If leptin is not producing right, then your body, well, let's just say this, you can gain weight. You're more susceptible to gain weight if your leptin hormone is not working. But leptin is the hormone that suppresses your appetite. Ghrelin is the hormone that induces hunger, okay? So they do two different things, but they work together. Generally, they work together. They're supposed to work together to regulate calories, okay? So they're supposed to work together to regulate your calorie intake. So basically, one is saying, hey, I'm hungry, but the other one's saying, no, you're not, you're full, you're done, you ain't eating. So that's how they work. So one wants to eat and the other one stops it from eating. And when they are working properly, then they listen to each other, okay? But if they're not working properly, then they basically are they're imbalanced. Okay, they don't work together. They're imbalanced. So generally they are supposed to work together. But what causes them to be imbalanced and for them not to work together? Inadequate sleep can cause them to not work together and can cause that imbalance with the two. And I thought that was a pretty good example, them talking to each other, if you can kind of imagine that, them talking to each other. Kind of like a team effort, okay? It's exactly what it is, like a team effort. So, but you know what? When one is mad, then one is going to be stubborn, and then it's just going to ignore the other one. So, you can imagine, if your leptin is mad at ghrelin, okay, leptin is just going to walk away because leptin is mad. Leptin is the one that suppresses your appetite. It's the one that says, hey, I'm not hungry anymore. I'm full. I'm done. Ghrelin, on the other hand, wants to eat. So if leptin ain't having it, ghrelin is taking over, and that can cause you to be gain weight and actually risk obesity too. So I hope that kind of gives you like an example. So adequate sleep adequate sleep refrains you from gaining weight, okay? So it actually helps you lose weight by getting adequate sleep. But some people have a very hard time going to sleep. They just can't go to sleep. So those people, if you're one of those people, okay, replayers too, if you're one of those people who have a hard time going to sleep at night, then I want you to give me just type sleep below. If you have a hard time sleeping at night, type sleep. Okay, so here are some suggestions for you, okay? I'm gonna help you out. If you have a hard time sleeping at night, here are 4 things that you can do, okay, to get your body to rest. So first of all, you can stick to a sleep schedule. I know that's kind of contradicts itself, especially if you have a hard time going to sleep. So I guess this one would be for somebody who doesn't have a hard time going to sleep. If you don't have a hard time going to sleep, then I would stick to a normal sleep schedule. Okay. So another way is relaxation techniques. Okay, so if you're having a hard time going to sleep, you might want to try meditation before you go to sleep. Maybe drinking some chamomile tea. That always relaxes you. Chamomile does. You could try reading a book. I know reading puts me to sleep like that. Like, I can't even get past the full page and I'm sleeping. Or you can listen to a podcast. Something, or you can listen to somebody talking. Generally that might put you to sleep. Or you could listen to some soothing music. You could use aromatherapy in your room, essential oils, stuff like that, while you're trying to sleep. And or you could practice deep breathing techniques as well. Some of the things I just mentioned you can also do together, such as you could drink chamomile tea while you are reading a book and have your aromatherapy going on in your room. So right there, 3 things. I just named off 3 things that you could do together to put your body at rest. And doing those 3 things, will probably, I'm sure it would help you get a really good night's sleep. I mean, even doing one of those things, but doing a couple, maybe 3 of them at a time, will really impact your sleep. So, okay, so those are just relaxation techniques. So that's just one way. I have 4 ways. So the third way would be just turn off the lights. Okay? How does that help? Well, you're probably saying, turn off the lights. Well, I turn off the lights all the time. That doesn't help. I've always turned off my lights, and that how does that help? So it may not help some people, but if you turn off all the lights, even if you have like the dimmest light on in your room, okay, the dimmest, I don't care if it's like a little night light, coming from your bathroom or coming from the hallway, any light at all. If you can see any light at all, then just turn it off, okay? I mean, pitch dark is what I'm talking about. Because the hormone melatonin, that's what helps regulate your sleep, okay? Melatonin. I'm sure a lot of you have heard of that. It's influenced by light exposure. Melatonin is influenced by light exposure. So, if you dim your lights 1 or 2 hours, like in your home, okay, like in your whole home, if you just dim them, 1 to 2 hours before you go to sleep, that's a good way to get your body ready to go to bed, okay? Because you've got your lights dim, your melatonin now, that hormone melatonin is increasing slowly. It's getting there. It's working up to the point where it's getting, helping you get tired. Avoid using things like your devices, your computer, watching TV, getting on your cell phone before you go to bed, because they have something called blue light exposure, okay, like the screens, and that actually affects the melatonin production, okay, so basically decreases it. So you want to try to eliminate those devices before you go to sleep, okay? And I would say probably, maybe, I don't know, half hour, 15 minutes before you go to bed. I know most people can't live without their cell phone. Okay, so now the 4th way that could help you go to bed, get a good night's rest, is to lower the temperature in your home. And the reason why that is, you know, a good tip to put your body in relaxation mode, or how it puts your body in relaxation mode, is sometimes being too warm in your home can make it very difficult for your body to enter into a sleep phase. So ideally, your temperature in your home should be anywhere between 66 to 70 degrees, okay? 66 to 70 degrees. That's the ideal temperature. Now, like for myself, my body's weird. I cannot sleep when it's hot in my room. If it's winter outside, it could be cold, like freezing cold. And I have to have air on me. I have to have a fan going, or my window slightly open, because I just, you know, if it feels too warm, then I'll wake up with a headache. You know, my inflammation starts kicking in. I wake up with a headache, and you know, it's just not good. So, and I can't sleep. I mean, I don't get the restful night's sleep that I normally would get, because I end up waking up in the middle of the night, tossing and turning, where if I feel more cooler, then I get a better night's sleep. I mean, I get a very good night's sleep. So, now, you do all these things, okay, and you know, you got you found out a way how you can get your body to rest, and now you're on a set schedule, a sleep schedule, and you what you notice is that most of your weight loss in the morning when you wake up, most of it is going to be water weight, okay, and that's not a bad thing. I mean, you lose water weight before you lose fat and inches. So, so water weight is the majority of the weight loss. But the thing is our bodies, we can, just because we lost our water weight, you know, over a 2-week period or whatever, or maybe overnight, I don't know. When we lose that water weight, we can still gain that water weight back in a day, you know, because a water weight is caused by inflammation, or inflammation. Yes, inflammation causes water weight. I think that's how it goes. No, water weight causes inflammation. I'm sorry, I had to think about that for a minute. Because, you know, we get blowed up. You know, our bodies get all blowed up, and, you know, you are dealing with inflammation. And sometimes that inflammation is due to water weight. I'm not saying all of your inflammation is, but you know, some of it can be water weight. So, you know, getting a good night's sleep can reduce your body producing that water weight, and that's a good thing. So, but getting an adequate sleep regularly will allow your body to have long-term weight loss. Okay, so getting your body to, and I'll repeat it again, getting your body to get an adequate night's sleep regularly will help with long-term weight loss. So basically what that means is you're not gonna, you know, reach your weight loss goal overnight. You're not gonna reach your weight loss goal in a week, in a month, you know, but over time, gradually, little by little, you know, you'll start noticing. So that's why it's long-term weight loss. And long-term weight loss is not bad, because, you know, with long-term weight loss, that's the best way to lose weight, is long-term weight loss. So now that is how you can lose weight in your sleep. That is how you lose weight in your sleep. So now you can actually do all these things, okay? You can do all of these things that I recommended if you have a hard time sleeping at night, because I think that, you know, these are really some really good suggestions to get your body to that healthy state, healthy transformation. But if you are somebody who does not have a difficult time falling asleep at night, then I would say, you know, just sticking to a regular sleep schedule will give you long-term weight loss results. So yeah, so a lot of these tips, you know, are for people who, you know, have a hard time sleeping at night. But even if you don't have a hard time sleeping at night, you know, following some of the 4 ways to go to sleep might give you a better night's sleep. So you may fall asleep quickly, you know, may not be hard for your body to go to sleep, but maybe you wake up in the middle of the night, toss and turn. So maybe some of those techniques I mentioned might help you too. Now, for me, I can tell you that if I went to bed at 10 o'clock at night, I would fall asleep like that in a second. So I am the type of person that does not have a hard time falling asleep at night. But then you're probably saying, but you're up right now. How can you fall asleep at 10 o'clock at night and you're up right now? Up at like 3 a.m. Eastern time. So, because I sometimes work late at night with my full-time job. Sometimes I end up working, you know, longer than I anticipate. And with my business, with my entrepreneur business, you know, I end up doing that after I work my day job. And, you know, so sometimes my schedule can make my day a little longer than I want it to. And sometimes it doesn't. You know, if I don't have, you know, a whole lot going on, then I end up going to bed early. So my days are not always like this. But so my sleep does fluctuate. But the thing is my body can it can conform to it, I guess. You know, it can adjust. There's the word I'm looking for. It can adjust very easy to either going to bed early and getting a restful night's sleep, or staying up till 5 o'clock in the morning, getting a couple hours of sleep, and staying up all night or staying up all day without being tired. Now you're probably asking me, how in the heck can you do that? How in the heck can you stay up till 5 o'clock in the morning, get 2 hours of sleep, and not be tired throughout the day, and then go to bed at 10 o'clock at night, or even maybe 2 o'clock in the morning? So that's why, the reason why I'm able to do that is because I use products called the Magic Duo, okay? And my products, hold on one second. I'm coming, hold on. 1 second. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay, so my products that were these products that I like to use, I call them the Magic Duo. And what these products do, and I'll show them to you real quick, okay? So we've got this, and then we've got this, okay? So these two together, these are my go-to every single day, okay? So I wouldn't go a day without them, because what they do is they help. Now, remembering everything that I talked about a few minutes ago, these help to regulate, elevate, and balance our hormones. Okay, so that's what they do. And because they do that, I get a restful night's sleep. Okay, it doesn't throw my sleep pattern off. Like I said, if I go to bed at 3 a.m., I can get a 3-hour sleep and wake up fine and be up all day. I can get an 8-hour sleep and wake up fine and be up all day. It doesn't matter. It does not throw my sleep pattern off at all. And so I need that because of my sleep pattern and because of my lifestyle. So it does help me with sleep. The two combo together, it helps me regulate my sleep. Now, this will, because I I can't say that I get an adequate night's sleep every night, but because of the ingredients in the products, okay, it does allow me to gain that, or to benefit from the long-term weight loss. But not just long-term, like my long-term weight loss is going on right now. But in the beginning, I had a little quicker weight loss. So, I didn't have to wait long-term. I didn't have to wait, 3 months down the road to lose 10 pounds. So I'm really happy about that. And that's why I continue to take these products, because of how they have helped me. And they continue to help me with my long-term weight loss goals. So, when they balance my hormones, balance and elevate my hormones, that results in curbed cravings and appetite cravings. So curbed and appetite cravings, which is a great thing, because that's going to help me not, be hungry throughout the day. Now, you're probably asking, well, why do you have to take something to curb your appetite? Well, this is why. And you're probably asking that question, why do you have to take something to curb your appetite if you are getting an adequate night's sleep? Well, if I was getting an adequate night's sleep every single night, then I probably, my hormones would probably start producing on its own. But because I don't, my hormones need a little help. So, and I think that goes for a lot of people. Our hormones need a little help, because it's not just about sleep. That's not why our hormones don't produce on its own. That's not the only reason why they don't produce on its own. There's other factors involved too. But because we're talking about sleep tonight, that is one of the factors. Poor sleep habits. So my products do help to curb my cravings and appetite. And they also help eliminate water weight, inflammation. So everything that your body is supposed to do on its own, our bodies are supposed to do this on its own, you guys. Okay? But the problem is, it doesn't. Our bodies are supposed to produce its own elevated and balanced hormones, but it doesn't, because of things like poor diet, prolonged stress, irregular sleep patterns, just to name a few. So that's why I like taking these products that I call the Magic Duo. So because they have helped me a lot with my hormones. It just makes me feel like just makes me feel younger. It makes me feel happier, more elevated. Another thing that it does for me, it helps me burn fat. So I myself would rather take my Magic Duo rather than, trying to get my body to go to sleep, at 10 o'clock at night when I'm not really sleepy. So if I had a hard time going to sleep, I would have to try these different techniques, and that would cause my body to gain weight because I'm not getting adequate sleep. So, and with my lifestyle, it really helps me with my hormones. So you guys, that's what I wanted to come on here and talk with you guys about, and I really hope that you guys got something out of this. If you liked my video, if you feel that you got some really good information, please go crazy on that heart below, and also with the thumbs up, please go crazy on those two below. I appreciate it if you also like my video as well, or love my video, whichever one you want to do. But if you are interested in learning more weight loss tips, okay, or learning more weight loss tips and about your how to balance your hormones, please type interested below, okay, or feel free to private message me, okay. Again, if you are interested in learning more about weight loss tips or balancing your hormones, you can type interested below, or please feel free to private message me and friend request me. So I thank you guys very, very much for hopping on tonight, this morning, whatever time it is for you, and I will see you next time. Bye.